All right. What is up, everybody? We're here with something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I've kind of put off recording for it, so sorry. But this is my first Q&A video. I made a post a few days ago being like, hey, I'm wanting to do a Q&A video. If you guys want to put in some questions, comment. And I got a few questions here. Um, so this isn't going to be some crazy Sam Sulik 30-minute Q&A video, but I figured this could be fun. So yeah, let's get to it. And our first question: when did you start going to the gym? So it's kind of a complicated answer. So I'm a story time real quick. Long story short, I started doing like athletics whenever I was 6. I started playing pee wee football and I also played like pee wee soccer. So I had done like pee wee football and stuff for a very long time, but I didn't start actually like weightlifting and stuff like that until I was 13. And my main method of training throughout like middle school and high school is so I'll play football and soccer, right? So during football season, so from like summer till actually more like spring because of spring workout. So I'd say from like April till I'd say April to like November 1st would be a lot of strength training, stuff like that, getting strong for football season. And then after that, from November till about like March, it would be more of like soccer mode. So I'd be doing a lot more just cardio and stuff like that. Um, so that was like my main method of training from I'd say the age of 13 till I was about like 17. And then senior year football season, my last game was on October 31st. And November 1st of 23 was whenever I started my bodybuilding and powerlifting training, like officially. So I've been training like I am now since November 1st, 2023, which November of this year will make that how many years? It's 26, 3. So yeah. Uh, but I've had like a lot of good like weightlifting experience and gym experience as a whole, just because I had some pretty good like weightlifting trainers and stuff like that in high school, and yeah, that's kind of my whole spiel. I still apply a lot of stuff that I did learn from like football and soccer to like my cardio and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, that's why like whenever people ask me that question, it's kind of like a complicated answer because it depends on like what you count as that. So yeah, that's my whole spiel on that. Second question: how old are you? I am 20 years old. I was born on March 18th of 2005. March of this year, I'll be 21, which is weird to think about. Yeah, I I guess I haven't really talked about my age on the channel at all. So, and I've been one of those people like I know all throughout high school and stuff like that, people always told me I looked younger. And I think now I actually look my age, which isn't bad. Like, I think me saying that I'm 20 is very believable now. But I remember, like, being in high school, I'd be like, yeah, I'm 17. And people would be like, dude, you look like you're 15. I'd be like, okay, bro. But, I'm 20. Question number 3: what made you do YouTube? So, another kind of long answer. Um, I was always one of those kids who loved YouTube. I've always been a YouTube kid. I'm one of those people, anytime I'm eating something or doing whatever, I have to have YouTube on in the background. This way I am. Anytime I'm playing the game and I'm not live streaming, I have YouTube on in the background. Like, I love YouTube, and I've always been very like interested in making videos and stuff. And ever since I was little, like I think the first major like YouTubers I dedicated myself to watching a lot was like Dan TDM and stuff like that. I used to like I still do watch him every now and then just to catch up with him and stuff. Um but no, I used to watch so much Dan TDM as a kid, and my cousin had introduced me to him one time because like whenever my parents would go on their anniversary trip, we would stay with them like while they were gone. So like me and my sister would stay with them and we would watch Dan TDM videos. And dude, that like opened up a like whole new world for me because dude, I was just so like into the idea of like making videos and stuff. But I was so young. Like this was like in like 2015. I was like 10 years old. So I didn't know how to do any of that, but I always had told myself I was like I want to make content one day. And actually I almost ended up started doing it my senior year of high school, but I'm not gonna lie, and I regret this. I let peer pressure get to me a lot because I told some people I was like, "Hey, I'm wanting to start making like a gym and like gaming like content channel on YouTube," and I had a lot of people just kind of like, not necessarily like I'm not gonna say bully or make fun of me, but like a lot of people just kind of picked at like the idea of it, and that kind of messed with me. And me, like 3, 4 years ago, was a very different person than I am now. I cared way too much about like how people like thought of me and stuff like that, which made me gatekeep myself, and I did not like pursue any sort of YouTube or anything like that until about like a year and a half later. So yeah, advice of the day: don't care about what other people say. Do what you want to. If you want to be a YouTube creator or creator on anything, go do it. Don't gatekeep yourself, bro. Because honestly, who cares? Um, but yeah, just I've always kind of had a want to put myself out there and make content just because I've always thought it's cool, and it was always like my dream job as a kid. Um, and so that's what we're doing now. So yeah. All right, and I saved this question for last because this is kind of something that means a lot to me. But question number 4: what motivates you? I'm motivated by a lot of things. If I were to start out, I think one thing that motivates me is like my parents. My parents have always been like very hard workers, and like just growing up and seeing like the life they've been able to provide for me has been like a very like big example for me. Um, so that's one of the things that motivates me a lot. I would say gym wise, what motivates me is this is gonna kind of sound like some sort of like villain arc story, but as a kid, like I was really chunky, and there were a lot of times I'm not gonna say got bullied because I think the term bullied is overused a little too much, but like over especially like elementary school and middle school and some parts of high school, I just took a lot of crap from a lot of people. And there were a lot of times in my life that I felt weak. Like there was one time whenever I tore my labrum in my shoulder during my junior football season, and I had to get surgery on it and stuff to get it fixed. It's perfectly fine now, but this happened like 4 years ago. But like I remember how like almost depressed I got because I couldn't work out, I couldn't train, I couldn't do anything for about like 4 months, and like that messed with me. And like I've had other moments too that have just made me kind of just feel weak. And yeah, but I just, long story short, gym wise, I just never want to feel weak again. I want to be the best I can possibly be. And another big thing, and I talk about this a good bit, is like, God has blessed me with the ability to, I have a healthy body. I'm able to excel in anything athletic wise. Like, why not put that to good use and push myself to the absolute like limit? Like, I started the series pushing the natural limit for a reason. Like my goal is to push that natural limit. Like I don't care what anybody says. I know it sounds corny. Like I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is a freaking cornball. Look at this burger over here." But dude, I'm going to push the natural limit. Like that is one of my lifetime goals. Um. So yeah. I would say, and then what motivates me with content is I don't know. I think you guys like having a community, like have now that I have like consistent like mods on like streaming and stuff like that, and having like a base community that like on the regular comes and enjoys my content and like actually like talks to me on like a normal level and stuff. Having a community helps, and you guys are freaking awesome, by the way. Um, and also I think like some of my like IRL friends that are up here in Auburn with me, they, as much as like they all troll and stuff like that, they motivate me in a way too because like they joke around, but they help motivate me. Like they're the people who help me with ideas and stuff, and they're in countless of my videos and shorts and even live streams. I play games with them, so just the people around me. And also, I want to shout out my girlfriend too because she motivates me in literally everything. Content creation, the gym, life. Like she's always one of those people. Like when I'm going for a PR, I let her know, and she's like number one supporter. She always congratulates me and supports me, like on goals with content creation. Subscribers, videos doing good, whatever. And just in life as a whole, she helps me be a better person, and she helps motivate me like more than ever. So shout out to Rachel, best girlfriend of all time. Um, but yeah, that is today's Q&A video. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know. Comment if you like the style of video. I'm not going to do a Q&A video like every week just because I feel like that would be boring. But I am wanting to do these like more often where I'll make a post and you just comment any questions you want. Um, but yeah, that's today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Peace.